What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JBsports back again with another one. Astros pitcher and ace Justin Verlander will miss the remainder of the season due to an elbow injury, according to the Houston Chronicle. Now, after the game today, where the Astros lost their first game of the season, at the post-game press conference, manager Dusty Baker refuted that report and said that Justin Verlander is out with an elbow strain and will be evaluated after a couple of weeks. That's what the manager of the Houston Astros said. Now, one of the reporters at the post-game press conference asked Dusty Baker about the report from the Chronicle stating that Justin Verlander will be out for the remainder of the season. And again, the manager said, nope, that's not the case. Like I said, he's going to be evaluated after a couple of weeks, and he's out with the elbow strain. Now, as we know, this season is only going to be 60 games, and Justin Verlander got hurt earlier in the season. In the training camp, he got hurt. I think he hurt his groin. He was out for a while, but it didn't hurt his playing status because, you know, shortly after that, the COVID-19 pushed back the Major League Baseball season. Now he came back the first game. He pitched 6 innings, allowed 2 runs. I think he struck out 7 batters and pitched good. Looked like the old Justin Verlander. But the report is saying that he hurt his elbow during that game. He hurt it early in that game, either the first or second inning. I believe that was the case, that he hurt his elbow, but he pitched through it and ended up pitching a good game, man, a solid game. ERA is at 3 after the first game. And he was looking to make his next start against the Los Angeles Dodgers, who will be coming to town for a 2-game series Tuesday and Wednesday of this week coming up. It's devastating news for the Astros, man. But they're going to need guys to step up, man. Jose Urquidy is one of the guys they were looking in to lock into the 4th or 5th starter spot. He's out. They're going to have to get him ready to play. He's been out since early in spring training, post-pandemic. You know, he never reported, actually. He never reported. So he was out trying to rehabilitate whatever condition that he was dealing with. They're going to have to get him back ready. Lance McCullers is going to have to be the guy to step up. I know a lot of people will point to Zach Greinke because he's got the most experience. He's got the second most wins on the staff all time behind Justin Verlander. He's pitched a lot of innings and stuff like that. But at this stage of his career, he doesn't have ace stuff. You know, he's pitching 90, 91 miles an hour fastballs. He's got to really spot his fastball. He's got pretty good breaking pitches, but to me, he doesn't have ace stuff like he had early in his career. Lance McCullers has ace stuff. It's just a matter of him putting it together, being more economical with his pitch count. That's the problem. He'll be at 90-some pitches in the 5th inning, therefore stopping him from going further in the game because he's at a high pitch count. He's got to get a little bit more economical with his pitches, quit going into long and deep pitch counts, going 3-2 to damn near every batter. He's got to be able to get early outs and with fewer pitches as possible, get a little bit more economical with his pitches because he does have ace stuff. He's going to be looking to step in and pull up the slack due to the loss of Justin Verlander. But that's the news here, man. Justin Verlander got to step up, get Jose Urquidy to come in. You got Greinke, he's going to have to slide up as a number 2 starter. You got Lance McCullers, who's going to have to inherit that number 1 ace spot. You've got Josh James. He's got great stuff, too. You just got to get a little bit more control of his pitches. You got him. He'll slide up. And then you got Jose Urquidy. That's 4 pitchers right there. And then you got a young phenom that, you know, the Astros drafted a few years back that has a lot of great potential in Forrest Whitley. You might need him to come in and be that 5th starter as everybody gets bumped up a peg or 2. You still got Frambo Valles. He's pitching tomorrow against the Seattle Mariners as they wrap up the 4-game series with the Mariners. He's a guy that has a hard time controlling his pitches too, walks a lot of batters, but he has pretty good stuff. He's a left-hander too, so if he's able to hold down that 5 spot, that's good. But if he struggles, then they might look to bring in a young phenom in Forrest Whitley. But that's the news, man. Pitcher Justin Verlander, according to the Houston Chronicle, is done for the season. Will miss the remainder of the 2020 baseball season for the Houston Astros. A huge blow, if this report is true. A huge blow to the Houston Astros. But I still think the Astros should make the playoffs, which is expanded 18 per league playoffs, which is going to have a total of 16 teams make the playoffs. It might put them slightly behind the Yankees and maybe on par with the the Oakland A's, but they still could be one of the teams to beat, man. They just going to need guys to step up and pick up the slack on the pitching staff, improve their bullpen. They lost some pitchers in the bullpen, too. Joe Smith, Will Harris. They're going to have to replace those guys. Chris Davinsky has got to pitch better because he made the All-Star team 2 or 3 years ago, and ever since then, he's been erratic at best. He's not been as consistent, and he's not been as reliable out the bullpen. So they're going to need a couple of those young guys to pitch well out the bullpen. They get the Rookie of the Year back in Yordan Alvarez, and they're going to have to win games more like 7-6, 8-5 instead of games like 3-2 and 4-1 as they can win when they had their strong pitching staff of last year when they had 2 aces in Justin Verlander and Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole is now with the New York Yankees. Justin Verlander, if this Houston Chronicle report is true, is done for the season. Now you're going to have to lean more on your offense to carry the load and get you those wins to get you set up for the playoff games for the baseball. So let me know what you think in the comment section about this news that Justin Verlander is done for the season. Do you believe the report is true, or do you believe Dusty Baker, the manager of the Astros, saying that he has an elbow strain and he'll be out a couple of weeks and then we will reevaluate him after a couple of weeks? Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.